Chicago is where it all started.
The mural movement was born on the South Side with African-American artists. With the work that's even being done today. That's all from Walker. That's all from those 16 artists from Obasi, from the Organization for Black American Culture.
I'm not so sure that the things that we did back then are the things that we should do now. This is why we kind of changed. The energies change. When the drummer shift the rhythm, the dancer shift the step.
We're in the second city of our cross-country journey, wall to wall, exploring community murals and street graffiti.
What makes these images connect to the community? We came here to take in some of that culture.
Beignets, which are synonymous with New Orleans.
Walking through the streets of New Orleans, it's obvious that there's some of that life that is influential.
We're so used to seeing so many dope cats that we don't really appreciate what's our own, you know.
Do you think that the whole idea of what the community mural stood for, say in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, is it losing some of that power?
I don't know about losing power, but times change. Like, things don't have to be one way, you understand? And everybody brings their gifts to the banquet, but everybody don't have to cook the same plate.
What would you call what you do?
I wouldn't know what to call it.
Like, the thing here is that it was never easy to do this stuff. When people saw this stuff, we was doing it at great sacrifice.
The relationship is deeper than more than just me putting the image on some type of surface. It's a famous image of Ali, but I was like, okay, how can I take that famous image and repurpose it and make it a little bit more dynamic? So added the graffiti elements, added the color.
You know, yeah, you can make a great piece, but you got to figure out how to sell it.
It's always been a tale about who can tell their story better or who can promote themselves better.
You know, different cities have different kinds of nonprofits that do work like this.
Right.
I think that we've been really lucky in Philly. Mural arts has made it through as anti-graffiti and now mural arts.
Philly's always been a mecca for art. I'm all for it, you know, and it saved Tariq's life.
Because I was a graffiti writer.
I really thought the city was going to have more involvement.
It takes it out of political control.
Anti-graffiti zone. This is one of Chicago's famous pizza joints. One more piece. I've seen some just handwritten things on the wall that speak to the same theme.
We brought in 5 muralists to paint on 8 buildings.
Commissioning dudes to put stuff on buildings in other people's blocks. You know, I think there's a lot of dope artists in the city that's capable of putting stuff on the walls here.
People in this city love art. They want art. We have a waiting list of thousands of people who want our services.
There'll be some common threads with all of the murals that speak to the same issues.
And we've tried to mine the social power of art, put it to work on behalf of the citizens of Philadelphia.
I'm really fascinated with how those things function together. What does it do for the community?
I think a community that's inundated with gangs, violence, unemployment, for them to constantly see something like this every time they come down Ashland Street and they see a wall and they see some brightness and some color, they say it's something alive and vibrant in our community.
People want to walk on a street like that.